Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market watch for you guys today. Alright, Addicted to the Brown. And guys, I've been getting a lot of questions lately. Saki, what are we supposed to get from Duo Dimensions? Is it a good set? No. Right. You know, suck your asshole. What do we need to pick up? I keep getting these questions quite a bit. So we're going to go over today Duma Dimensions a lot more in-depth than the last market watch, as well as we have a lot of buyouts and cards are rising that you don't know about later on over here. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Now, I will take a second to also say that YouTube has actually done a lot of changes this year, where if you don't actually interact with the video within the first minute, it doesn't count well for the algo at all. It actually counts, badly for you. So doing this at the beginning of the video, even versus the end, is really going to help me. You could also feel free to leave multiple comments. I have been doing my research onto why YouTube is why it is, and it really does suck. But I did want to let you guys know that as well. So we're going to get right into here. So Doom of Dimension. I'm going to go through these cards one by one. Now, we do have the bread winner here, Marshmallow Yummy, right? $55 here. I expect this to be the card that holds the set up. This set's similar to, in my opinion, to Alliance Insight. It really is. But their March hair is not as bad, aka their Marshmallow. Because we're going to have, Yummy for a while. I think this card is going to hold value, but I think it's a card that might be down towards 40 and then spike back up, because if people don't want to open up this set, they don't think it's good enough, they're going to be like, you know what, we still need our Marshmallow Yummies, but we can't open this set up. And this card might even go back to like $70, $80. If you're looking at Marshmallow Yummy, I would probably actually get it day one, day two. Usually I say wait a couple days, and I still will. But I think for Marshmallow Yummy, it might be safe to actually keep an eye on it and maybe try to get it around 40. Maybe you could get it for cheaper, around 35. I knew that 70 was too much for this. I knew it was going to be 50 at least day one. And if they're 40 day one and you actually want to play this and bite the bullet, that is what I would get them for. Dominus Spiral. Some people just know it's a new Dominus card. I'm going to read this for you guys. During the turn in which your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, think hand traps, right? You can activate this card from your hand. You target one monster your opponent controls, you bounce it, and then if you have no traps, your opponent, you can special summon one monster from their graveyard, right? So it has a little bit of weird wording right over here with your opponent over here. What your opponent can special summon one monster from the graveyard. If you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of light or dark monsters for the rest of this duel. So this is kind of like a hand trap stopper, but you do technically, if you have no traps, your opponent does get the reborn, so there is that. I think that this card is a lot better than Songs of the Dominator, and I think people are really going to play this once people show them how it is being played. Now, people have made this mistake before. We're at $25 for this. This card was right over here, $35, $40. I think that this card, if it starts dipping below 20, I would definitely go ahead and grab this, just like Songs of the Dominator. We saw that card go up to 30-something. I told people to get him at 12. And that card, unfortunately, hasn't had success the format that I thought it was going to. But I did say it spiked pretty hard at 30s. So, and the tins did help it. In fact, let's look at Songs of the Dominator very quickly here, actually. Songs of the Dominator. But I think that card is good to get, especially if it gets cheaper and cheaper. Right now, they're like, what? Like $15? $16. So if you got them at like 11, 12 or cheaper, I mean, you're still technically up, but I do inform people that there are good times to move a card, and sometimes people, and I've noticed this a lot with Yu-Gi-Oh players, is they want to hold on to a card thinking they always have the next, like, holy grail. They're always like, okay, let's say you get this card at $20, right, and it goes up to $60. There are players out there, and about half of them may be like, but this card could go to 80, 90 though. If it go to 80, 90, it could go up to 100. And then when the card falls from 60 to like 30, they're going to be like, well, I had it when it was 60. I technically made money. No, if you were holding on to that card, you did not make the money. All right. That is invisible value. Okay. If a card goes to 60, you don't move it in time for whatever reason. You either don't want to, you want to hold it, whatever. It goes to 30. You can't be like, oh, well, I made money because these went up to 60. But what did you do with them at 60? Nothing? Then that's just that's just nothing then. Like, I don't even have a joke to make. Like, no, your mom joke. You didn't move the card when you were supposed to. And unfortunate with Yu-Gi-Oh, reading the ample time to move cards can be very difficult. That's not as an insult to the player base, but we just live in different times. Now, Draco Tail Freak Soul. I'm going to say this right now. Do not get this card. Do not spend 25. If you have it, go get rid of it. This is a card that they're playing at 1 right now. This card does not have the capacity to be $25. This is a get rid of card. Absolutely. Do not touch it. Dogmatika Flirties, the Thunderbolt. I'm a little torn on this card. If you guys don't know what this does, during the main phase, if a monster special summon from the extra deck is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, right? So it's an extender if you have an extra deck monster, right? Cool. When it's special, you could set, remember, set, not add, set a Dogmatika trap from your deck. It can be activated this turn while your opponent controls a fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link monster with 2,500 or more attack, which is kind of cool. So it's like kind of an interesting board breaker because you summon it, effect, set a card. You're probably going to do like Dogmatika Punishment or some other very cool card like that, which is cool. We're actually just going to duplicate this because I actually want to look at Dogmatika Punishment and see if it's moving at all. Doesn't really, these restocked. They did go up to 15. Now they're $10. So keep an eye out on this card if you don't know what this card does. You're going to face a monster or opponent controls some monster with equal or higher attack. And then if you do, you destroy the monster. So you could send something and then get another plus. So this actually is a good card because special. They don't interrupt. Okay, set. Boom, send something like Intis. Oh, I get to pop another card. So now I get to pop 2 cards. And then I still have this guy, right? So I can just, beat over something or link into something. It's a level 8. That's a very good level. Level 7s are also very good. Level 9s are iffy, but level 8 is very good for the game, especially depending on what you're playing. If they made this a level 7, it'd be pretty insane too. But I think this card is good. I like this card a lot, but I think players think it's garbage. They'll continue to think it's garbage until it's proven that this card is good. And if we get this card proven that it's good, then people will definitely go ahead and grab these. I think this is a card to get at $10. 12. Definitely day 1. I think people are going to start dumping them, not knowing what they have to do. Definitely a good card to grab. Your DD Sky King Zeus Ragnarok, they're $10, which I do want to show another card here. King Deuce, actually, because this is like a penny stunk that I've told people about for like a while. Hopefully we're able to find it in a reasonable matter of time here. We're going to check the 4th. There we go. Right now, these are $3, by the way, $3.33. And they are getting bought out. So this will be probably a $5 to $7 card approaching. If you got these when they were like 30 cents when I told you to, good job. But with DDD, I think that this is definitely a card that I wouldn't necessarily get because unless DDD become very meta relevant, there's just not going to be the quantity. This is going to be a cheap secret. Masterpiece. Shout out Jay. I know he loves this card. Look, I don't have zero faith in this. I think if it's selling at $4, $5, and everyone's trying to put all these listings, there's no point of getting this card. Get it at $2. It's a secret rare. You could wait for it to be $1 like Star Seraph, which I told people, look, it's $2 if you want to go grab these for the reprints, which let's look at Star Seraph. Why not? The one thing I do love is I'm reminding myself cards to go over, and I'm not even, like, going slow. Okay, did I say, it's not a Star Seraph card? Rizel Star Rizel. Okay. Yeah, these are, it's still $1.37, right? These could possibly go up later on, but I told people it's not bad at $1.02. They'll probably reprint it as an Ultra if they ever want to play it. But yeah, $5 is probably go to $2. Now, Doom X, I'm going to combine these. So we got one here at 6, one here at 6 going up to 9. I think Doom Z is going to be more of the highlight. I don't think I would get rid of them if I pull them. However, would I pick them up? I would really look at that day 1, day 2 and see, hey, maybe they're a lot cheaper now. Maybe, I could pick this up for like, say, $4, but I wouldn't really wait too long to pick up these cards. I think that Doom Z is going to be an archetype people really like, and people are asking me a lot for Doom Z. I think that it's going to have a cheap day 1, and then it's going to go up, right? So we have that, and then I think for, like, Bramble, Rose Dragon, I think collectors are going to like it, so it's not going to dip too hard, but $6 is already really cheap, so maybe it'll go like $4, day 1. The, Mad ST archetype, people are just saying it's not good enough right now. I haven't done my full research into it, so I don't want to give you guys an uninformed opinion. But I've been asking around because I have been also asked about this archetype, not just my opinions on it, but for stuff from my case. I want to see more of it. It's $6. I think if players don't want to play it and it goes further down, you're good. But yeah, like I said, TCG presale, they just love putting this huge wall of 120, not even letting the card be worth money. And that's really something with sellers. It's always a race to the bottom. And that's something I personally don't like. So for an overall recap for the secret rares, Marshmallow, get it when it gets a little cheaper. Dominus, don't sleep on it when it's way lower. Thunderbolt could be very good for later on. And then Doomsday I would get, but I would wait for it to go down a little lower as well. So that's the overall recap for the secret rares. Now I'm going to go into the ultra rares. Now, I will say very quickly, guys, this is also just my opinion. I want to know in the comment section below what you guys think of what I said. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what would you pick up? Either you just want to play it or you think it's a good pickup and I'm sleeping on it. I always love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And like I said, if you guys could hit that like button, 100 likes on this video would be great. I don't remember the last time I got 100 likes on a video besides my 25th anniversary when I dropped all the news on the whole card list. That did pretty well, but that was like 4,000. For like a 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. So I got like 100 something likes. I was kind of like expecting that anyway. But on Market Watch, it has probably been months. So 100 likes would be great. Hit that notification bell as well because the algo isn't pushing me. I've had people be like, yeah, I'm not seeing your videos, bro. I always have to manually search you. So hit that notification button. Now, Ultras, we got K9 Noroi. $20 going up to $24. So K9 is still pretty good. A lot of people are looking at Draco Tail versus Yummy. But pure K9 is still a deck that you should not mess with, right? You're not going to want to see it at the top tables because it's still very, very strong. I personally would go ahead and if you want these at 20, it's not bad. And remember, there's a lot. The Ultra set's pretty big and people are going to want multiple copies of this. I think this is a card that can go either or both ways. I don't see it being super cheap either. This might be the $40 Ultra of the set and we just don't know it yet. Tri-Brigade Arms Moser. I just don't think that there's enough Tri-Brigade players to realistically have this as an $8 card. I think it'll be $4 on day one. Black Rose Garden. This card looks amazing. I absolutely love this card. If you guys don't know what it does, you add a rose. By the way, I love how it's just a reference to Black Rose Garden. That's just really fucking cool to me. But what you do is you add a Rose Dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand when it's activated. All face-up monsters become plants, which is super cool because you can fuck with your opponent's synergy. If this card is destroyed, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each plant monster in your graveyard and banishment. Then if this card is destroyed by the effect of Black Rose Dragon, inflict 24 damage to your opponent. I just love these cute-ass effects. I really do. You only use the effect of Black Rose Garden once per turn. So it's basically a search. I'll become plant. And if the card is destroyed at all, you do some damage, which is really cool. I really do like that a lot as a card. If it's destroyed by Black Rose, I think that's really cool. That does 2,400. Especially if there was a way to loop it, that'd be very funny. Right now, these are $8. Some of the Ultras have to hold value, but the problem is if nobody does anything with this Rose Dragon support, it's gonna be a $2 Ultra. That's what I'm worried about. It's very hard for me to reference. The MST thing, you already know what I said about the MST deck. Macro Queen seems like it's going to be the Ultra to grab, and I have had people request this. I don't think it's at a bad price right now. It will go lower a little bit if DD do nothing overall, possibly, but a lot of people are asking me for this, so I'm not certain about it. The Doomsday stuff, $5. This is like Draco Awakening 3. It's probably be like $1. The MST stuff and even Jupiter, right? Very, very cheap. I don't have a lot to say about the Ultras. And with that, we got to move on. So, Pot of Greed. This card's actually going up. I told people to get this at $4. And now they're about $11. Why has this card gone up? It's because people thought that Pot of Greed was too cheap. And why am I getting comments at 2-3? And by the way, if you guys don't check out TCG Creator, guys, you can see me call it. You can go back, press this arrow, and see all my market watches. And see, oh, I'm going to read this. Oh, I'm going to see this one. Oh, Saki said this. Oh, look at the stat gain. Saki said that, right? And whenever you click one of these, it uses my affiliate link. So if you're buying any cards off TCG Player and you click one of these cards, it takes you to TCG Player and it automatically uses my affiliate link, which you don't have to do just go do this to use my affiliate link. It's also separate in the comment section below. It works on everything, not just Yu-Gi-Oh. But I did call Pot Agreed, and the reason why this card is going up is because of Konami's new format, where there's basically just no pendulums, no links, and I find it very, very funny. I think that that archetype that format might help the game more than people think, but people need to like it. People are really just memeing it right now, but they are getting ready for it too, right? Because if it's Yu-Gi-Oh, it has a shot. Max C QCs are $95, $100. This card was $40. Why? The new format that they want. $100, right? So, because you could play Max C. I think you play like 2 Max Cs because it has a point limit. And I assume that Konami is going to adjust what cards take what points and all that. But yeah, now that you could play Max C says draw a card. That's all you need to know. Dominus Impulse, you got OGs at 51. If you got them at 35 or lower, like I told you, good job. You got the Mega Packs at 50. By the way, these are 25 on Card Market. I did have people say, Saki, can you go over like Card Market, right? And I was actually thinking about that for like channel members, like, because I do owe you guys a video, maybe compared to channel members to, or not channel members, compare channel members. No, you guys are great. Compare, you know, TCG cards to Card Market. I think that might actually be a very interesting series. I could do some for channel members, some for the main channel. I want to know what you guys think about that in the comment section below here, but yeah, right now these are $45.50. Again, I just don't get why you're not getting the OG for like $2, $3 more. Dominus Purge is $40 with the reprint being like $35. Again, just get the OG. Mattresses Chorozo. I'm just going over this card. They're like $1.52, but they are running out. This card could be a couple bucks if the Mattresses stuff pops off. It's also a non-contact fusion, and it will be no matter what. So it's not that bad because this card's very funny. Because once when a monster declares an attack, you can target it, negate the attack. If you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack, and then you could turn that monster to the hand. So it's kind of funny because you can like either do this and bounce your own stuff to reuse and just attack over it, or you could just what's it called? Or you could just have this card in defense and just like have it as a, oh, you have to beat over it. But I don't really, I think your opponent's going to have a pop most likely for you. $2, but this is a combo piece and not just White Forest, which just got the reprints, but it's also for the Mattresses stuff, which speaking of White Forest, very quickly, I know I already went over this recently, but I think the Synchros for QCs are very cheap if you want to grab them. Silvera is going up at 15 listings, going back up to 45. So do keep that in mind. Your LZs are a solid $10, $11. I told people to get rid of them at 4. If the deck's going to do nothing, go get rid of them. And then the Witch of the White Forest, I did tell people to pick these up at $1. These are going to 5 buckaroos. This is the 3 of. To $6. So this card's going up. The volume is pretty crazy here. So if you got these at $1, let's just say, let's not go to the second page. Let's just respectfully look here. You're looking at $5. So you got a 5x on your dollar card. And whenever I tell people to get cards at $1, getting rid of them at 3, 4 is pretty good. But sometimes they could go higher. It just depends on the card. Well, now Witch of the White Forests are 5s. So if you got a place or two, and I told people, like, you get as many copies as you want. I'm certain this will be a $3 card. And I even said, hey, if you guys want to put 100, go put 100. Make it 300. So if you put 100 in, and no, I'm not going to say I got a comment on that. Like, sometimes I do get a comment where it's like, dude, I love your stuff. Let me buy 50 of what you said. And I'm not going to lie. That makes me very happy. But I'm not going to make it up. I never got a comment like that. But if you're out there and you bought, I don't know, 50 of these, well, 50 times 5 is 250. That's a lot better of a number. Speaking of which, I want to go over one more card that I told people to go get. Lina QCs are like $6. $7. This card already is a Starlight Rare, so it's safe. $7 is pretty cheap for this card if you want it. Synchro Rumble. So this card might go up because of the Synchro stuff. And right now they're like $2. This is the only print of this card. If you don't know what it does, you target one tuner or one level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro monster in your grave. You special summon it. For the rest of this turn, you can't special summon except for Synchros, right? From the extra deck. If the level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro monster or Crimson Dragon you control will be destroyed, you can banish a card from your graveyard instead, which is pretty good. So it offers protection. It's also a reborn, which is really nice. And it's searchable. So it's a searchable monster reborn. And then when it's in the grave, you can also just banish it for protection. So it's by battle or by card effect, which is good. $2 here. Tuning. Now, I already went over this, and TCG Curry could back me up, but this card was bought out, and you could already see with the graph, it says 15, but it says $4 to 25, right? This card was bought out at double digits. Right now, we're looking at $6.50, $7, $8 here. This is a card that it restocked from that 20-ish dollars, but still $8, $9. This is a card that I full-heartedly believe will go up in value once we get a lot more of the 5D stuff as well, especially in format. You literally, it says add Synchron tuner from your deck to your hand, then mill the top card and get plus. Mill your glow up bulb and then come in your pants and jizz all over. All right, Team Sakurazo here, aka the Bukake King, come at you guys with the QCs that you need to buy. You know, I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes. I really have no idea. Also, I played Edison today and had a good time. So, Ninaru, the mattresses glass goddess. So this card's going up because of the mattresses stuff. I told people, like, it's a while, but it's $11. So if you want to just grab it. Now they're like 23, 24. They do go up to like, you know, 32, 40 here. Will this card get bought out? I'm not too sure. I actually want to see if the super rare is worth any money. But this card is getting hyped. So if you have a bunch of these, good job. Nah, you have like 1.5 million super rares here for pennies. Then Artemis, the Mattress Moon Maiden. These are $18 here. They've gone up from that $11 mark where I said, hey, if you got this because I told you get not just because of matches, but because of Yummy, well, you still made money, but Yummy's not playing this. Well, now they're back up to $18, $19. If you got rid of that back then, good job at $18, $19, $20. If you got rid of them at $11, $12, well, you got the card at $5. So you did 2x on a 5, even a little more because they're like $11, $12. And now they're up to $20. So am I shocked about this price point? Not really. Not really. It's been a long time coming, so not too shocked here. Also, guys, very quickly, if you want to consider being a channel member, we do have channel member only videos available. You get emotes, right? And some of the emotes are really cool. They're actually, some of them were designed really well. Like they're like, you know, Dark Magician Girl, Tiramisu. They're really cool Yu-Gi-Oh ones, but some of them are just me and my reactions. Like this Pog face on my 5 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you need to have in your trade binder, which by the way, I still have not gone over any of those cards in my market watch. So this is a fresh video. Go check it out right over here. But yeah, consider being a channel member. Leave a like, subscribe. What cards am I going to go over next market watch? Join my Discord in the description below. I keep having people say, hey, Saki, where's the Discord? It's in the description. Join it now.